Okay, we have another Toyota to review today. This is the GR Yaris. GR4 is its full name. And this is probably the best car to be released this year. Out of all of those supercars, out of everything like the SF90 Spider, the 812 GTS, which I'm not reviewing now. I decided I didn't want to upload the review. The Bugatti Bolide doesn't really count because it's not a road car. But of all of those hypercars and supercars and four-door saloons and electric cars and all that, the best car that has been released this year, I think, is this, the Toyota GR Yaris GR4. Because you don't need any other car. Because it's plenty fast enough, it looks fabulous, and it's reasonably inexpensive. So today we're going to talk about what makes it so good, and then we're going to move on to another car afterwards, after this video's ended, and see which it is. But we're yet to find out what the Top Gear car of the year is at the making of this film. I will probably post it under a video. I'll pin the comment what it is, the car of the year this year. But in 2018, the Top Gear car of the year, bear in mind it took on the Chiron and other cars like that, if you know what I mean, was the Ford Fiesta ST. One of the best cars you can currently buy. It is at the top of the hot hatch, small hot hatch tower. Even the Mini GP's below it. That's how good that car is. The only issue is the Fiesta's now had a rude awakening by two new small super minis. Those are the Toyota GR Yaris and the Hyundai i20N. Now, I've already done a review on the i20N. That will be coming to you either before this has been uploaded or after. No, I don't really know. But check it out anyway, because it's a very good little car. Now, the GR Yaris is a bit different to the Fiesta. It's four-wheel drive. Is kind of the only difference. But it's really powerful. The Fiesta gives out 197 horsepower. The UK spec Yaris gives out 257 horsepower, which is a lot. And that's a lot considering it's only got a 1.6 litre turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. 3 cylinders. The Fiesta's got 3 cylinders as well, and that gets 197. I thought that was a lot for 3 cylinders, but 257 is ridiculous for a small hatch. So with that four-wheel drive system, you can get 0 to 60 in a whopping 5.5 seconds. That's a full second quicker than the Fiesta ST. Wow. Top speed is 143. It's electronically limited, which means that it has around the same top speed as its rivals like the Fiesta and the Hyundai i20N. So it's not that quick top end, but top end isn't all important when you buy a hot hatch, because a hot hatch is for driving. A hot hatch is the definitive of driving pleasure. You can't go as fast anywhere than you can in a hot hatchback. It is not possible. You can have your Lambos, you can have your Ferraris, a front-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, a manual gearbox, hot hatchback, with around 150 to 250 horsepower. I'd say probably around 200 though for the Fiesta. From about Fiesta upwards is the most fun and fastest you can have, especially in the UK with all the roads. B road, get along B road, bang a Lamborghini down there. You will get stuck either in a hedge or you'll be scared of scratching the paint job. Fiesta ST or a Yaris, for example, the Yaris is 30,000 quid. So you won't be particularly bothered if it gets a slight stone chip, but you wouldn't anyway because you paint protection film it, so, or PPF it. That's what you would do if you had a car anyway. But the cars are, but hot hatches are, everyone underestimates slower, smaller cars. I will be doing the difference between somebody who's a car guy and a car enthusiast and a non-car guy at some point. But as a car guy, you appreciate these cars, which is something I do. If I walk down a street and I see a Toyota GR Yaris, I will look at it more than I will look at a Lamborghini Huracan, because Huracans are stupid, overrated, and not fun. A Yaris is the best you can have fun in. It's probably the best car that's been released this year. In fact, it is so good, Top Gear rated it 10 out of 10. You can't get higher than 10 out of 10. The only other cars that have is the Chiron, the Aerial Nomad, the Ferrari 812, and I think the 488 Pista. And the 675 LT, I think. There's a couple like that. But like those limited one-offs as well. They got them. But of normal series production cars, the Yaris, along with the Aerial Nomad, which probably doesn't really count, is the only car to get 10 out of 10, especially the hatchback. The greatest hatchback of all time, the Civic Type R, currently on sale. The best hatchback you can currently buy, only got 9. That shows how good the Yaris is, because it's the best hot hatchback, because the Yaris doesn't compete with that, so you know what I mean. Because the Yaris is a hot hatch super mini, small one. Full hot hatch is the Civic Focus, stuff like that. So, why is it so good? Well, obviously, one, you get a manual gearbox, which I believe is a 6-speed, proper 6-speed manual gearbox, which is what you want. The 4-wheel drive system is brilliant. Now, normal driving, you get, I think it's a 40-60 split front to rear. Then I think in sport mode, you can get up to 70 or 80% to the back. So it's like 30-70 or 20-80 or something like that. So you can get properly big slides. And then in normal track mode, it's 50-50. Splits the 50-50 power. But most of the time, it's rear-wheel drive. This is a rear-wheel drive car, pretty much. Think of it as a BMW 1 Series with a little bit of power going to the front instead of like a front-wheel drive car standing to the back wheels. The new 1 Series, for example, everyone hates it because it's mainly front-wheel drive. Normal all-wheel drive hot hatches or super minis have most of the power going to the front wheels most of the time. And then when they need to, they will send it to the back. The Yaris is the other way around. So you get most of the power sent to the rear, then fed to the front when it needs to be fed there, which means that you can have properly good fun. It's first, it's small and light. It only weighs just over 1,000 kilos. And let's say it does look brilliant. You can clearly see it looks absolutely fabulous from the way those massive arches spread out. And it's a 2-door. The normal Yaris in the UK, which we've only got a hybrid anyway. Because why would you do that, Toyota? Actually, no, we do get the GR, so it makes up for it. The normal Yaris is 4-door, and the GR is 3-door only, or 2-door only. 2-door, because it's a boot, or 5-door, whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. So, it's kind of hard to explain how good that car is, but you know what I mean. So, it's basically, think of it as a rally car that's got number plates, seats, and road tyres. And you'll know what it's like. It is an absolutely brilliant car in every single way. No matter what people tell you, if they say the Koenigsegg is the best car in the world or Bugatti is the best car in the world, it's not. Possibly the best car in the world may well be this Yaris. We will see. Whatever the Top Gear car of the year is usually the best car in the world currently available. 2019 it was a Porsche Taycan Turbo S. 2018 was the Fiesta ST. That was the best car in the world at that point because it got the Car of the Year award. The Bugatti Chiron didn't. So, there, my point raised. If the Yaris gets it, which I think it will, it could be one of the best cars on sale at the minute. Now, I do like that car. I think it's one of my favourite hatches. I love a lot of hot hatches. But it's a brilliant one, and I could go on all day about how good hot hatches are, but I will do a separate video on what makes them so good. But anyway, thanks for watching. What do you think of the Yaris? Do you think it deserves that 10 out of 10 score by Top Gear? Do you think it is one of the best cars released this year? I certainly do, but I want to see what your opinion is. Comment below, and until then, I'll see you very soon for some more videos. Take care. Bye for now.